I'm in 4th year in Telfer School of Management in finance specialty. I have 2 more courses to finish up after this semester, so we'll see. Reduced cost, effective, that's 3 words. And then I think the theme of my campaign would be reduce the cost of student government and effectively deliver services that everyone can access. What I see at the VP equity position is that we have services sort of specifically for certain students. We have the Women's Center, the Pride Center and things like that, but I think that a better approach would be to, instead of these special services that a lot of students probably don't identify with, have a more broad spectrum approach and say we want to address mental health and all these kind of issues for all students as opposed to just some. Well, my experience is probably just more with politics. I mean, like I was on high school student council or things like that, but I think I can deal well with people. I've had jobs where I deal with people, and I think I can be an effective representative for the everyman at Ottawa U who's maybe not represented in the current student government. I feel like we spend a lot of money on campaigns. Sometimes the services offered to clubs aren't as good as they could be. I feel like we can reduce costs by ending all these silly campaigns that cost thousands and thousands of dollars a year that really have been completely ineffectual, in my opinion, in addressing, student tuition costs have not gone down at all. Every year the student union fees go up as the 4 years that I've been here, and instead of addressing these issues that also cost students money, all they want to do is run these expensive multi-$1,000, I'm assuming thousands of dollars campaigns. So what I think that the whole, not specifically at my position, but the whole executive, the whole SFUO it doesn't represent students' interests, and in fact is almost hurting the average student with its agenda and radical campaigns. I'm not running with the slate. I don't feel that either of the 2 slates necessarily represent the best way forward for the executive, and I find that one of the slates has been unable to field many candidates anyway, so you can see how poorly they're organized. I think that's a good question. I think that I'm just going to be there to represent what I feel are the issues that University of Ottawa students have. I don't think that slates represent those ideas necessarily, and like a lot of the campaign promises everyone's going to make don't really have anything to do with their position, are never actually going to be implemented. But to a degree, it's sort of you're trying to make a voice heard. You're trying to play an advocate for whatever you believe in, and I think that as an independent, I don't have to toe any party line, or I'm not. What's the word? I'm not beholden to any other interests. So I think that running as an independent is the most effective way to get your voice across. I think that they have, the current executive, or the executives in the past, are sort of blind to a lot of the diversity of opinion and thought at the school. It's sort of a one-sided, hardcore left-wing approach to what student government should be. And I think what students like about their student government is the odd service that they offer, or the odd, the help for the clubs and things like that. What they don't like is the, money that's wasted on these expensive campaigns. What they don't like is the radical agenda, and the fact that, we only have, the number of people who vote is 1,200, 2,000, 3,000. It's not, it's not 0.3% or whatever of the real population of the school. So I think they're so turned off by the radical and sort of one-sided agenda of student government that they don't they don't come out and vote, they're not interested in student government. So I want to bring back a sort of, I want to be able to represent the average student and be able to bring him into the discussion, him or her into the discussion of what student politics should be. The start of the funky chicken with that one. Holden Caulfield, because he's always, he's a happy kind of go-lucky kind of guy like me. Let's go Australia. I feel I could identify with there. I don't. Happy-go-lucky lifestyle. No, yeah, Australia, because I feel like it's similar to here, but different enough that it'd be interesting.